Okay, is it visible? Okay, hi. It's been a long time, right? How are you? I am fine and I am doing good in my exams. And tomorrow onwards, I will upload problems in Irodov. Okay? Daily 2 or 1 problem because I am now 10th standard. I have many problems in my home at my school. Homework problems. In my 10th class, they will give more homework. That's why. Okay, anyway, today we start. Do you know this book? Irodov. This book, J Advanced, for this is uh, created for J Advanced exams. The people who solve hard level questions, they use this book for advanced level. If you solve this question, advanced exam will become easy. Some people they'll say because if you solve many questions, we can solve advanced. Practice make man perfect, right? Okay. Now I am 10th standard. I am MPC. I'll choose MPC. Okay. Maybe today. Do you hear the rotational mechanics? The chapter. Everyone say that is hard chapter. That's not hard. If you give some, if you take it as easy and interest, it will become easy. Okay. In this book, Irodov, I'll solve this question. 234. Very important question for rod type questions. Okay. The question was 234, first chapter, Mechanics. The physical fundamentals of mechanics, page number 37, 234 question. Okay? Okay? The question was a thin uniform rod AB of mass m equal to 1 kg moves translationally with acceleration W equal to 2 meter per second. Okay? Two anti-parallel force F1 and F2, they are given a figure. See, you can see this figure, right? The distance between the points at which forces are applied is equal to A equal to 20 centimeters. Besides, it is known that F2 equal to 5 newtons. Find the length of the rod. The question was, they given a rod of length L and they asked to find the length of rod. It's not easy. I think so it takes some time. I'll solve it. Question number 234. We Irodov, right? Irodov. Okay, leave it. There is a thin rod of length L. Sorry for time waste. Okay, there is a rod L length L. What is the length of the rod? It is length L, capital L, and mass of the rod, M rod, is nothing but mass of the rod. It is 1 kg, right? Okay, let's see the diagram. Okay, this is F1, force 1, this is force number 2, right? Right? Correct. Okay, this is A equal to 20 centimeters. A is nothing but distance between F1 and F2. F1 and F2 madhya unna distance 2 centimeters. Oh, meters rasanu. Okay, the distance between F1 and F2 is nothing but A in this question. A is 20 centimeters. Again, I will repeat. A is nothing but distance between F1 and F2. What is F2? They given. Let's write the values. F2 equal to 5 newtons. This is capital M, not small f. I mean capital F. And m rod equal to 1 kg. Right? Acceleration. Here F2, here F1. Then the rod will get acceleration. W equal to 2 meter per second square. Right? Beta. Right, beta? Okay. Next. A equal to 20 centimeters. Right? A equal to 20 centimeters. This is A, this is W, this is F2, this is rod. Mass of the rod 1 kg, F2 force 2, second force 5 newtons, and A is nothing but 20 newtons. Distance between F1 and F2, right? Yeah. I am checking the image diagram. W is nothing but acceleration, right? To solve this question, we need to know, you need to study Newton's law, right? Because here F2 is greater than F1, right? Because F2 greater than F1, we need to write equation like FBT. F2 minus F1 equal to MA, right? Whenever we write T minus mg equal to MA, why always write MA? MA always positive, and we need to write in here. That is a rule and trick, right? Is here A is nothing but F2 minus F1 equal to MW. We got this equation, right? Once we get this equation, we can solve the question easily. To solve any question, we need to apply basics. Okay? What is F2? 5 newtons. 5 minus F1 is equal to m rod into acceleration W. F minus F1 equal to, what is m rod? 1. 1 2 is 2. Minus F equal to 2 minus 5. Minus F1 equal to minus 3. Right? 3 newtons. We got 3 newtons F1. Note down. Okay? 5 minus F1 equal to m rod into W. M rod into W, 5 minus F1 equal to 2. How we get 2? M rod. Rod is, what is the mass of the rod? 1 kg, and acceleration is 2 meters per second square. 1 into 2 equal to 2. Okay? I am saying for people the person who don't understand how they get 2. Okay? We solve, we get F1 equal to 3 newtons. Once we get, we can easily solve the question. Next step, F1 into D. What is the distance? Right? Center of rod. Center of rod or center of mass. Do you remember center of mass? You need to study. center of mass. It is very important chapter and easiest chapter in mechanics, right? Okay. According to center of mass, according to center of mass, else d com equal to L by 2. Okay, what is this? Is L by 2. Center of rod. Center of rod L by 2. Okay. F into F1. F1 into L by 2 equal to F2. Right? F2. L, this is not 1, this is L. L. Mistakes. F2 into A. F1 into L equal to 2A F2, right? Right? Now it is easy. What is the length? They ask length of the rod. Length of the rod equal to 2A F2 by F1. We write F1 as 3 newtons. This is wrong. F1 equal to M rod into what? W. Okay. We get 2AF2 by M rod into what? W, acceleration, equal to 2 into 20 by 100, 20 centimeters. We need to convert 20 centimeters into meters. We get 20 by 100, right? Into what is F2? 5 newtons by M rod into W. What is M1? 1, 2s are 2, right? W2. We get 1 meter as answer. This is simple question. At first solving, I thought it is hard, but it is so simple, right? So many people feel this one is hard, but it is not that hard. Okay, tomorrow onwards I will upload Irodov and Pathfinder. Okay. Tomorrow I will upload that one application rod. Like there is a ball of mass M moving with velocity, initial velocity u, and hits a rod. The rod moves with omega and velocity v. They ask velocity of rod. Tomorrow I will do application. Now I have no time because I am 10th, right? I have targets. But this question is important. You think it is easy, but most of the people even can't solve this question, right? To solve any question, you need to know the basics of physics. To know basics, you need to study, right? You need to do hard work. Some people say, I won't do hard work, but I have luck. If you have luck, you get this much. But if you do hard work, we get 100%, right? If you do 90% hard work, we can achieve anything we want. To solve physics, you need to know the basics, right? Basics, nothing but first you need to know the maths basics, right? Okay. To know maths basics, you need to study parabola, functions, calculus, and some basic calculus and vectors. This 4 chapters is enough. And main part is you need to know the quadratic equation and linear equations. You need to know these chapters. then you can solve physics easily. Okay, differentiation, integration, vectors. Okay, if you solve these questions by your own and for each chapter at least you can at least do 50 questions, 50 or 40. But in parabola, vectors and functions, you need to have more basics, more deep conceptual. Solve more questions, then you can understand physics. To know physics, you need to start max basics. After max basics, you need to start kinematics, motion in a straight line, like, and you need to know trigonometry, and algebra. Trigonometry is very important for physics. In Irodov questions, like river boat questions, they'll give uh, a boat is moving with angle theta. Wait. This is a river, and there is current in this river, and it will move with angle theta or phi equal to 15 degrees, like that. To know physics, you need to solve max questions, algebra. Max is my favorite. It is not my favorite subject. My favorite subject is physics. But to solve physics, you need to know basics, right? And in physics, you need to study kinematics, Newton's laws of motion, and friction, work power energy. If you know these chapters very well, you can solve physics. And here, rotational mechanics for beginners who start physics. For beginners, they feel physics very hard. At first, at my 7th class, I felt physics very hard. At 8th also, but I started at 8th summer. I daily study for 8 to 9 hours, and I start doing hard work. I achieve. Hard work gives you success. Okay. To solve reference books for physics, first you need to do basic problems, like there is a mass, like I'm writing here, there is a mass m 2 kg, there is a force of that we, like, we need to find the force, and it moves with 2 meter per second square. The block moves with 2 meter per second square. Mass of the block is 2 kg, acceleration 2 meter per second square. To solve this question, what we need to know? Force equal to ma. We get 4 newtons, right? Like that. If you solve each question, then you can solve any physics question, right? First start easy problems to medium to hard to advanced level. I recommend for basics books. I recommend H.C. Verma volumes. If you solve this, if you thoroughly do these 2 books, you can score good marks in physics and be honest in your life. After solving H.C. Verma volume, you need to solve Singh's B.M. Sharma. After Irodov. After Pathfinder. Okay? And the Pathfinder is advanced level. They will give advanced level questions. Even some teachers can't solve it, right? And my favorite physics teacher is Ramadevi, and that's it. Okay, it's been late. I have to sleep. Okay, bye. Once note down this one. Note down this one, this question.